Hello, welcome to Walkie Talkie. I'm Dave Brooks.
And I'm Simon Otherfold.
And this is the Walking Football Podcast. Well, Simon, back by popular demand. And we have a guest.
I know, on episode 2, we've got a legend of walking football.
Would you like to introduce him?
I certainly would.
Give him the build-up.
Yes, England international, England assistant manager, recent World Cup winner on 2 levels at 2 different ages, absolutely all-round top guy, Mr. Tony Jones.
Woo! Welcome, Tony. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for the great introduction, Simon.
Pleasure.
Yes, I'll come again.
Pay me later.
if you invite me back.
So we've got something quite unique going on here. We're all involved with England, but with different organisations. As you may have noticed, the badges are slightly different. Tony, you're with the WFA.
Yeah, Walking Football Association, who I've been with through my career for 6 years. Yeah.
Okay, Simon, you're with...
EWF, England Walking Football.
And I'm IWFF, International Walking Football Federation. Now, this is probably unique because I don't think 3 people from these organisations have ever sat in a room together. Which now before
Nearly choked then. You shouldn't do that.
Yeah, before the admin people get the knickers in a twist, this is not about the organisations. It's simply 3 walking footballers talking about their experience of playing walking football.
Correct.
It's as simple as that. And for those people that didn't know there were 3, well, again, I'm not going to go into it. There just are. If you think of it like the boxing, I think in the boxing there's 4, isn't there? In walking football, there's 3.
Yeah.
It's simple as that.
Yeah.
So let's crack on. Tony, just tell us how you got started with the WFA. What was the process you went through?
Well, I started my walking football career at Blackburn Rovers in 2016. Towards the end of 2017, the Walking Football Association got together to put an England team together, or England teams, at men's 50s and 60s, and I was nominated by Blackburn Rovers, the coach Billy Legg, to attend a trial which was held at Burnley's training centre at Gawthorpe. That was in March of 2018.
Right. Well,
Go on, you say it
funny you
first.
should mention that, because I was at that trial and you
So
were.
was I. Yeah.
It was. It's a nice venue, isn't it?
It is very
It's
nice.
very-
And I can say that through gritted teeth being
Yeah, I mean,
Blackburn Rovers.
Blackburn
And I
Rovers.
took my shirt to Burnley and took great delight in taking a
Brilliant,
photograph
well done.
in front of the Burnley.
Yeah,
Alan
the two
Kennedy
don't mix it.
and Tommy Charlton.
Yes.
And there was endless media coverage because of Tommy
Because of
Charlton.
Charlton.
As soon as I walked through the door, there's cameras and the guy from BBC. It's a cracking venue.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah.
And so it becomes apparent that you got selected and we didn't.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
no, I didn't actually get selected.
Did you not?
Not initially, no.
Wow.
No, I wasn't in the initial squads. I didn't make that. And
Right.
after it, I didn't think I played particularly well. And in fairness, had I been watching, I probably wouldn't have stood out to anybody. If I'd been watching myself, I would have thought, not very good. I did write to the manager, Stuart Langworthy, and put my case to him that I hadn't had a particularly good day.
Oh, so you begged him?
And I was better than that.
You begged him?
I begged him, yeah.
Yeah.
The email was probably a little bit like War and Peace in length.
No, don't blame me.
But I was trying.
That trial for me was the 3rd time I played walking football, so the letter would have been far too long to try and explain why I should have had another go, and it wasn't worth it. No.
Yeah.
Awful.
Yeah.
Well, eventually you got there.
I did.
Well done.
So you recently had the World Cup. Was that in Spain?
That was in Spain, yeah.
So how did that go for you?
Really well. This time in 2025, the end of October, start of November, the competition was staged. It was the second staging of it, the first one being in 2023 at St George's Park.
All right.
There were only 2 age categories then, men's 50s and men's 60s. I played for the men's 60s and I picked up a winner's medal, which I was very proud to pick up.
Nice.
Graduated on, reached my milestone of the 70th in 20 2024.
Right.
No, yeah, 2024, and graduated to the 70s team.
So the last World Cup, you were a 70s player.
So yeah, I was. I had an option. I could have stayed with the 60s, but felt I ought to move up to the 70s.
Right.
Moved to the 70s. The manager actually made me the captain, so I had the honour of leading out the England team at the World Cup, and through a very good competition, really well organised. Some of you may well have seen it on TV.
Yeah.
It's good coverage, very good coverage.
Yeah.
I was speaking to, I better get this right, I'll be in big trouble. I think it's the ladies over 50s captain, and she was saying she was there like for a week and a half, or
yes, yeah.
It was a long tournament.
So the 2025 tournament, they expanded to men's 50s, 60s and 70s, and ladies 40s, 50s and 60s.
Right.
And they ran it over 2 weeks. They split it into 2 separate weeks.
Ah, right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had ours last year in Sweden in June, in Malmö, which is a really good city. It's dead easy to get around, and we could walk to the stadium. But we were there. I think I arrived Thursday. We played Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and home on Monday. So it was all done and dusted.
Yeah,
And there's,
Yeah.
I think there was men's 50s, 60s, 65s, 70s, and women's 40s, 50s, 60s.
Yeah.
So they're really well organised now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
all in one stadium. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was really good.
This was in Torre Vieja.
Right, yeah.
A municipal facility, actually, but outstanding facility. There's a big sports centre itself with a big pool and gym and sports hall, and then 3 full-sized 3G pitches, which were split into 2 pitches each for the World Cup.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Do you ever travel as a complete squad, or do you come from different areas and end up where you're supposed to?
We try to make it so that flights are taken from different areas of the UK: Manchester, Stansted,
Right.
Gatwick.
Right.
But we try to arrive at the destination as a unit. If we
Right.
can.
Right.
We travel together in uniform.
Yeah. We have to as well. There was one time. It depends on what's happening at the other end. I can't remember where we played, but there was an ongoing bus journey, so we all had to arrive. So we all had to go to Heathrow, all in your tracksuits, as a massive squad.
Wow.
But normally it's individual airports.
Yeah, that's what we do.
And they like you to travel in your tracksuit, which isn't bad if there's 2 or 3 of you. But we have one guy that lives in Carlisle, and he travels from either Glasgow or Edinburgh, and he refuses to go to a Scottish
I
airport
wonder who that is.
in his England kit.
Yeah.
So he arrives and he said, I can't blame him. Just imagine the stick you'll get there.
Indeed.
We also have a situation very similar to Tony, really, where you're encouraged to wear some form of identity. If there's a few of you on the plane,
Yeah.
if you're going for a week with your wife and there's no one else, you don't really need to.
No,
You know.
no.
So do you travel as a mixed, as a squad, taking your partners, or do you just?
Some take the wives. Beats me why. But it's if I mention it to my wife, she'd like no. But yeah, some do, some don't.
Yeah. Our 50s tend to go as just as the players themselves, but the 60s and the 70s over the years have built up a sort of social gathering as well as players, so that a lot of the wives tend to be the majority of the wives and partners
actually
join us.
Yeah, now you mention it, our 60s are a bit like that. There's like 4 or 5 wives who form a crowd and start singing and shouting.
Yes.
Yeah, we went to Rome last year, and as soon as when I told my wife we're going there, I really had to invite her, because you can't go to Rome for a few days and not take you. Well, I couldn't anyway. I wasn't brave enough. So no, we had a great time though. We had a proper holiday. Brilliant.
Yeah.
A few of us tend to do that, make more of it. If the competition, tournament, whatever is on over 2 or 3 days, we tend to go for a week and make a holiday, more of a holiday of it.
Yeah.
Do you find, both of you really, that certainly with me, at this time last year I was complaining saying the over 70s don't have enough fixtures. it's gone AWOL. Absolutely AWOL now. The next few weeks, we've got a lot going on.
Right.
Do you find that things are getting more and more? I mean, you've got sort of two strings to your bow, so it would be anyway. But there's a lot more happening. There's a lot more chance of making a commitment and going somewhere. And at some point, you've got to say, I can't do that one. I can't do that one.
Yeah.
Do you find that?
Yeah, it's pretty much set with us, really. We tend to have 4 tournaments a year, like a spring one, a World Championships, probably a friendly, and a Winter Nations thing that they call it.
Okay.
I have about probably 6 trips to look forward to, I think, this year. We've got, where we're going, France in May for a 6 or 7 country tournament, Belfast, the south of Spain, Malaga probably with the 70s, Seville with the 60s.
Right.
Later on in the year, Canada.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
So are you allowed to play for the 60s and the 70s?
No, I'm with the 60s. I'm now assistant manager. When I moved, I moved from playing with the 60s to playing with the 70s, I'd helped Stuart Langworthy a lot with administration and things like you're talking about, transfers from airports, hotels, all that side of things.
It's hard work, that, isn't it?
So I've carried on doing that with the 60s as assistant. I went as assistant manager to the World Cup, so I've 2 medals in front of here, but I've actually got 3.
Right.
Oh, what are these, Tony?
Yeah, they're
See the way he did that then, that link?
yeah,
Very good, very good.
they're substantial.
With my cup
They're
out of
really
the way.
nice.
Yeah.
So you've got 3 World Cup winners medals.
3 World Cup winners medals, yeah.
Coincidentally, so have I.
Well, there you go.
Where were they? Italy with the 60s, Chesterfield with the 65s, and this year Sweden with the 65s.
All right.
So how many of you got, Simon?
To my credit, we've not actually been in a World Cup yet.
Oh, right.
But we're actually hitting the heights of South Wales in August when it's our World Cup. So I shall be coming back then with hopefully all sorts of boxes on the table.
Right, we'll look forward to it.
Go on.
I managed to find something here. That's my grandson's under-9 winners medal from last season.
Congratulations.
That's the best thing I could find. Well done, Charlie. The best thing I could find. I'll put that there for now.
Well, it doesn't really compare with that, though, does it? Really? I mean, let me read it out for you. So this was at the World Cup last year, and Tony was the Player of the Year. Player of the tournament, rather.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's a nice looking cup as well, that.
It is. Okay, I'm going to ask a silly question here. No, put it down. Put it down. You can't touch things that you haven't won. Get off.
You're just practising, aren't you?
I know, exactly,
for Wales.
Getting used to it.
He's going to get. If he don't win now, he's going to get all
Well,
the.
it's all sorts of stuff.
I've been roasted about all the way through, honestly, with everybody. Can't believe it.
So, a silly question. You're involved with the 70s, and stupidly, I played with our 70s last year as an underage goalkeeper. So, when you go from your club to the country, how much of a step up in standard do you think it is? Is it a step up?
For me, yes, it is. Yeah, without a doubt. If it's not, I think your selection process is wrong.
Yeah.
The defined walking football in my world is club social sessions, club coaching session for the league teams, the league you're playing, the league representative, and then I suppose in your case, John, there's regional, then there's international. So each time, to me, there should and there is a step up. Yeah,
it
definitely.
is. Yeah, I think so.
Whatever age group, it's just a different form of step up.
Yeah, the quality of you've got all the best players, haven't you? I mean, we can't pretend we've got the best players, but we've got the best of those that are interested.
That's absolutely right.
Because there's
there are a number of players who aren't interested, as you say, who are happy just to play.
Yeah.
Just to play. That's it. They just get their enjoyment out of playing.
That's the nucleus of the sport, to be fair, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That is definitely where it's built from.
Speaking of strong teams, who is the strongest team you've played against like internationally?
Internationally, just because of recent memory, probably Italy in the semi-final of the World Cup.
Right.
I would say.
Yeah.
Really committed.
Yeah.
I totally agree. I think we must have played the same. We played in Rome last year, and it was hard work communicating with the referees. There was slightly different set of rules,
Yes.
but the Italians were definitely decent.
Yeah.
We played against an Italian team at the World Cup in Italy, and they're typically, as you imagine, Italian teams.
You said it really well. I didn't know how to say that. I know what you mean. Yeah.
Well, my use of the
They're very competitive.
committed was.
Committed, yeah.
For us, it's Norway. Norway. I don't know if you played at a Norwegian team, but they're massive. It's like playing six Erling Haalands, like Land of the Giants. And I know it's non-contact, but if they accidentally bump into you, you know you've been bumped into. They're really strong. We had a tournament in Norway, and I think there was three of us: England, Sweden, and Norway. And Norway won it. Actually, yeah, they're very strong. But I've got to mention Wales as well. We've probably played Wales more than any other because they're our neighbours, and they're really strong through the age groups. But luckily, we've never lost to Wales, but they're very good and they play it in the right way. They're excellent. And speaking of Wales, we played in Wales a couple of years ago, and it was the Winter Nations. So it was end of November, beginning of December, and we played in this big dome outside Cardiff. And outside temperature was probably 1 or 2 degrees. Inside, it was like -5. It was absolutely freezing. You know, you get ice on the outside of your windscreen and sometimes on the inside.
Yeah.
It was like that in the dome. It was like playing in an igloo. We had to go out to get warm.
God.
So we're playing this game, and we can laugh about this incident now, but at the time, the guy concerned, it's like he was fuming. So they just introduced the thing where when you put your subs on, the others have got to come off before they enter the pitch. That was a new thing. And the rest have been told to be very strict. And I'm the player manager at this time, at the 65s. So I make a sub, 2 guys come off, 2 goes on. But of course, they go on before they've come off. So the referee comes up to me and he says, which of your players went on last? I just said, him. Like of Martin. So he went up to him, blue carded him. Sent
That's
him
a
off.
stupid rule.
And I was making the sub with 5 minutes to go, and he sin-binned him for 5 minutes.
Oh my!
So he walked on the pitch and walked off. But it gets worse.
Okay.
So in the afternoon, the whole tournament was running over. So they said, we're going to reduce some games from 20 minutes to 15. We got the same referee, Swedish guy. So I said, is this a 20-minute game or a 15-minute game? He said, it's a 20-minute game. So right, 5 minutes to go, I'm making a sub. Same guy, Martin.
Oh, no.
And I've got hold of the back of his shirt, so he can't go on. So I calls the sub off, pushes Martin on, walks on the pitch, referee blows for full time. He'd played 15 minutes.
Oh.
So the same guy had been on the pitch twice for total of 20 seconds, not kicked a ball. You can imagine, he's absolutely fuming.
I don't understand that rule. And I hope the referees don't go up in arms out. It's just my own personal observation. If you've got a whistle and you're controlling the game, can't you just make sure you control the subs without having to resort to a blue card? You know, if you say, I mean, managers know the score. If you say, hold on a minute, he's not gone off yet, make sure stop the game, let him go off, let him go on, and carry on the game with no cards. Sensible, common sense.
I think they'd had that instruction, and so they're clamping down. It was just unfortunate.
That's worse things to do, I think, than that.
Yeah. So you've mentioned it a little bit. So, what's your next competition? What's coming up?
The next one is France. France competition with the 6 or 7 countries all playing in France. A similar one we were in 2 or 3 years ago. We've been to France probably think I've been three times now. This will be the fourth. And again, that's at several age groups,
Right.
men and women.
Whereabouts in France is it?
It's between Nantes and Bordeaux, right in the middle, right in between those two.
Yeah, I've been down there. It's nice.
Yeah, it's a nice part. The twice we've been previous have been Saint Nazaire, which is near to Nantes.
Yeah.
The first time we went there, there were storms in the week preceding the tournament. There were big storms in France, and they had a horrendous amount of rain, and the competition was due to be staged outdoors. But the amount of rain that had come down just negated that possibility, and the winds were that strong that the local government actually suspended all outdoor sport for the weekend. So nothing could go on. Gosh. So on Thursday afternoon I was in discussions by phone with the guy who was running the tournament from the French side to try and find an alternative to him playing outside. Eventually he found an indoor venue that was more like a handball pitch actually. It didn't affect it. The game was still the same. All right, the surface was different, but the game and the way we played and that was still the same.
Yeah.
But as we approached this place, it looked like a concrete flying saucer. Is the best way I can. It's the best way I can describe it. It looked like something out of the 40s that the Germans had built while we were over there. It was an amazing venue. Good though, great competition again. Really enjoyed it. As I say, I mentioned Canada, which is obviously going to be
that's
the highlights of the
year.
Yeah, really good. And last year, I also had the pleasure of playing in Brazil against Brazil.
Really?
And I think for people of our generation
so
to say, I am now going to play, I'm going out to play against Brazil in Brazil, I think.
But you're not going to tell me Zico were playing, are you?
No, I'm not.
No, my word.
No, but I think that's, you know, if you're looking for highlights in playing,
definitely.
then that's certainly one of them from a playing point of view.
That shut us up, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's put us in our place, hasn't it?
You know, just going on the subject of playing against other countries, I'm just listening. We're all sort of playing the similar countries. Do we play the same teams or just the same countries? Does anyone know?
I don't know.
I guess there must be some crossover between some of the teams.
We're going to Belfast and Malaga as well this year. You mentioned, I know Wales. I think Wales have two setups. I'm not really sure, but it seems like I never hear that other countries have got like the same setup as ours. So I think we might be playing the same people. You know, I really don't know. If anyone out there knows, please let us know.
When we played in France, it was down in Marseille, and I believe the bulk of the players were from that region.
Right. Okay.
So the answer is I have no idea.
Yeah.
quite possibly. They might have a similar setup to us.
I've seen something online about Team Australia. They've actually been drawn from all over Australia.
There are, I'm sure that there are at least two organisations in Australia.
Right, okay, because that's a hell of a distance to cover, isn't it?
Yeah.
Training weekend's not going to work, is it really?
Not really.
Well, speaking of Australia, what we've got coming up is our World Championship in Australia at the end of May, beginning of June. A guy, I don't even know, Alan Templeton.
I know him, yeah.
He runs
wow.
one of the Australian organisations. And it's reading on social media, it looks like a well-attended event. I mean, it'll be great down there. The Australians are called the Walkaroos.
Brilliant.
Brilliant. They have really nice gear. So, yeah.
Brazil, Canada, Australia. I need to up my game, really, don't I?
Yeah, you do.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, we said at the beginning that for people that are interested in playing international walking football, what's the process of your organisations if people want to get involved? How would they go about it?
Right, in my case, I get people write in either on behalf of people or they literally write in for themselves.
Yeah.
And then I field for my age group, I field the emails and go from there, really.
Right.
We don't have trials as such for the 70s because I personally would rather have a manager, so we've got maybe 2 or 3 players and they join in our training session. I've been to trials before now and I've never really understood what the expectation was in a trial, personally. So I'd rather let the players see the players that are trying to compete against or with and see what the standard is.
Yeah.
And I tend to find that if I say to someone you've not quite made it in a trial, it's because you're not going to be as good to replace someone in my current squad. Whereas if you're all trialists, it's a bit intangible.
Yeah,
that's the way I work. I'm not saying it's right for everybody.
I can see that. Yeah. Within the WFA, it's there's a pathway to the England team, which is your club nominates you to to the relevant region. So I actually run the 60s at the moment. Anyway, I'm handing over the 60s, but the 60s and the 65s, and I'm starting to get involved with the 70s, northwest regions. So it's club to region. There's also WFA Regional Super League, where the 5 regions, Northeast, Northwest, Southeast, Southwest and Central, all field 2 teams in a league competition. We meet up 3 times, play 5 or 6 league games, and everybody plays each other twice. That's a great way of the England manager being able to see
it's a good idea.
A good spread of the better players from all around the country, all in one, rather than him having to travel like yourself, Simon. If there's somebody good from Devon, your chances of seeing the guy from Devon.
I'm envious. It's a hell of an idea, to be honest. It's
and we meet probably centrally, Derby, Nottingham, Coventry are favourite places, so everybody comes into that. It does really. And regional managers will perhaps nominate somebody for the England manager to have a look at on the day, and then he'll bring them into the England squad, similar to yourself, that he'll bring 2 or 3 into a training session, that way you can gauge how the player is.
That's right.
Whether he's better than what you've got, whether you think there's a chance he can develop into a player that fits your system.
It's a good stepping stone, isn't it?
That's it. So there's a defined pathway.
Ours is it's advertised on social media. There's a Facebook page for the IWFF, and the managers, if they're looking to add to the squad, they'll put an advert on social media. All you do is send your walking football CV in to the manager. He'll select you for a trial, and then it's down to you. Because we have a system where as soon as you hit the next age group, so if you're playing for the 60s and your birthday comes today and you're 65, next training session you have
That's
to move.
What we do.
You have to move up. So therefore there's always spaces in the other age group. So if you're interested, keep an eye on social media, send your CV in, and away you go. But there's 3 organisations to choose from. I don't think it's a bad thing. It gives more people an opportunity.
I think it disturbs, for want of a better word, the credibility a little bit. The fact that you can say I'm playing for England, and somebody will say, "Do you know Dave Brooks?" And all right, I know you, Dave. But if I didn't know you, and they say he plays for England as well. How come you don't know him? But it's similar, as we spoke about earlier, to the boxing and the wrestling organisations, where 3 or 4 organisations exist side by side. It gives opportunity to more people to play at a better level and to play abroad and make friendships and connections.
Have some good trips
abroad.
and
I think
maybe win some medals.
I think the big thing for me is the laws of the game, which need somehow bringing together,
which is another subject for another
time. I wasn't going to talk about that now.
Just
for another hour.
Just also the fact that we do represent 3 different Englands. We also play in the same league, and probably have played or do play against each other. So when you do that, this is all totally irrelevant. There's so many people in different leagues who are all doing this, doing that, and they've got all sorts of badges on like this, and they do that. But they're all just club mates at the end of the day, and it's that's the basis of everything, really, isn't it? This is just literally, as you said before, the icing on the cake, and we're together here because we know each other. First and foremost.
Through playing against each other.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Whether it's the icing on the cake or actually it's not the icing on the cake, is actually the bigger part of the cake, which is the people getting out and playing.
Absolutely.
And at whatever level, the inclusion, the women's games become so much bigger over the last 3, 4, 5 years maybe. The Parkinson's, kicking cancer from the WFA
absolutely. We're going to cover that very subject in another podcast, because you know, international football's great and leagues and cups, but we should never lose the reason why people play walking football.
To me, that's more important.
It is, and we're going to go into that another time. But for now, that's it. Thank you very much, Tony. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Next time, we're at a different venue.
Oh.
We are going to be at an EFL football ground with an EFL legend who has played over 400 games in the EFL, and he now plays walking football. So look out for that one, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you view this one. And just on that, a lot of people viewed the last one, and we've had some great feedback, but over 90% of people that viewed it didn't subscribe. So if you could just click the subscribe button, it's free, it's easy.
It's only one press, come on.
And it helps us out massively. So that's it. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.